Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your boy Robo Ron here. Now today we are going to do some more like setup stuff. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to make what I should say is we're going to make a shelf and surprise you with something. But as of recording this is the end of the video. As in, I've just recorded the outro bit. I'm just re-recording the intro bit because I'm going to do the thing where you start the video at the end of the video and then rewind to the past event. So just rewind to when I'm making the PC shelf. Bloody hell. Right, okay, so as I said in the intro, what we're going to be doing is we're gonna make a stool for my PC for under my desk, so it's a bit higher so I don't kick the glass, and hopefully it has a better airflow underneath and it shouldn't kick up as much dust, and I might even be able to put something on the underneath. So anyway, look, if I'll show you the plan. So the plan is, that's my PC, obviously some of the measurements are there. And then what we're going to do is we're going to make like a little shelf and put some legs on it. We're also going to put some like walls, like on front and back and then on the sides of the platform. So it kind of holds the PC in place. But my PC has legs, so we're going to have to figure that one out. I would, if I had the space, I would put my PC like on my desk somewhere, or like somewhere where you could see it, but there's literally no space, unfortunately, so it has to live underneath my desk. I've already unplugged all the cables and everything, took the glass side panel off. I didn't necessarily need to do that, but I just did. I might put it back on, but this is what it used to live on. I'll put this on my desk. This is what it used to live on. So it would sit on top of this cardboard, and then underneath it's just some pallets. It's like a pallet kind of thing. Now what I'm thinking of doing is probably taking these two off, possibly, and then maybe putting them, I don't know, we're gonna have to figure it out, because basically I want my PC to sit on it, but also not fall off it. Also, this is too long currently, so we will have to cut it down, but I'm gonna have to see how we're gonna do that. I should probably mark out how long it needs to be first, because another thing is it sits right now, it like the legs will be somewhere here, and because the legs push it up and then there's like a gap, the gap of the PC sits on top of here, so I'm fine with that. Just means I might put a wall coming from here upwards, and then obviously side and side. So yeah, basically just gotta do a lot of measuring and hopefully it'll all work. So I'll update you in a bit. Right, and after a while, this is what I've came up with. It follows a bit of my plan that there's a wall, that's going to be the back wall, and it's going to sit, like the back's going to sit on here, and that's going to give the middle the support, and then the front's going to sit on here. That's going to twist to keep, you know, it from falling forwards, but as you can see, I've had a bit of trouble in some areas. So I didn't really record making it because there was quite a bit of swearing. Although I'm not family friendly, but just I don't think you'd want to hear me go through the process of trying to get this to work, let's just say. But either way, let's go test it out. Well, I brought it upstairs, but as you can see, this front bit won't actually do anything once I put the front panel on, but it sits quite nicely. and this middle support beam as well works pretty well. Main thing is that I wanted it was for the power supply to have more airflow through there. There's a filter that goes on the bottom of there, just it fell off, so I'll have to put it back on before I put the PC back on here. But there's the inside of my PC again. If you don't know what's in it, then I'll quickly run you down. Although I made a whole video of upgrading it over Christmas, but it's got a Ryzen 5 5600X, 32 gigs of RAM, so 2 times 16 gigs from the DDR4 as well. I can't remember what brand it was, and a 1660 Super graphics card. So pretty cool, and also an SSD, 1TB SSD. Also the 550 watt power supply, about 2TB hard drive. So yeah, let's put this onto my desk and then put the PC on it, plug everything back in, and we'll do a quick boot, although we haven't done anything, so it should just turn on. But yeah, my PC should just nicely sit on here now, so let's put it underneath my desk. Right, well, the stool is there, the PC's on, and I've reconnected everything, so it boosts everything a bit higher. I've made sure that my armrest won't hit it, and I normally have my chair all the way up, so, and these are the armrests all the way down, so that will never hit. I can still plug my USB in and stuff in. There's like tons of clearance for that. I made sure, just enough clearance for them, where that metal bar is, but again, past the metal bar, again, tons of clearance, so I could have made it even higher if I wanted to, but then I would run the risk of the armrest hitting it, so yeah, but that's pretty good for me. I also did a bit more cable sorting. There was some running across here. I've tried to put them behind that pole, so I have a bit more leg room. Still need to sort some stuff out here, but these two long cables, which are for the Xbox and PlayStation 4 like power cables, I've ordered two really long, they're like 5 meter cables for them. They're just the figure 8 cables, power cables, so I've ordered 2 5 meter of them. They should be coming tomorrow. But another thing is basically, I have hopefully a big surprise for tomorrow as well. If you haven't watched my live streams, then you will. If you have, then you'll know what it is. If you haven't, then yeah, let's probably go on to tomorrow. And well, it's the next day, so you want to see the surprise? New side monitors, motherfuckers. So they are 21.5 inch screens monitors, have DisplayPort and VGA, which is good. And what these two are going to act as is I'm going to rip out my 2 TVs I currently have as side screens, and I'm going to put in the 2 monitors, so hopefully they will both fit. I know one of them definitely will, the other one might be a bit of a squeeze, but hey, I got them from my college, so shout out to them, I guess. Got a really good deal on them, 25 quid. You're probably expecting me to say each there. No, I got them 25 quid for both of them, which was really fucking good. So obviously they are used monitors, but that's fine. I got a rip off. They both have these like mounts that were for the PCs that help them. They give them like 2 extra USB ports, but I don't need the stands. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the whole stands off, and then they have the 4 wall mount bits. So one of them is going to go on the wall mounted mount that I have for one of my screens, and then the other one, we're going to have to see what I'm going to do with that one. I might have an idea, but getting it done is going to be on the questionable side. I might have to go buy something else, but I might have the money for it. So that is 2 screens. So let me rip off the back of that one, and I'll take my TV off from my wall mount and we'll put it on. Now I should also say, this screen hides a lot of cables, so As soon as I get all these back screws off, I can put the new one on. Hopefully it should fit. This stand has 3 different, so this bracket has 3 different settings, so it should fit. Just the only thing is I'm going to have to buy some adapters, because with them being like PC monitors, they don't have AV, so I'm going to have to get some adapter for that, because right now I won't be able to play my PlayStation 2, so but I can sacrifice that for now. Also, I'm going to have to get a HDMI thing for my Wii, but I can also do that, because we already have one, but I'll just get another one. But yeah, let me get this off, and I'll put the other one on, and I'll show you. Okay, well, I got the monitor off the stand. It was a pain to do, but I figured it out eventually. Although I did waste my time taking this whole, like, yeah, I shouldn't have done that, but look, just, I got it off, and it's actually weighs quite light, to be honest. So, let's go put it on the wall mount. Right, well, that's the first monitor put up. I know it's a bit higher than the other one, and that's not really what I want. I kind of wanted them to be kind of like centered-ish. So I don't know if I'm going to be able to like get that to move down. But that means I drill in new holes and stuff. So I don't know if I'm going to do that, or if I can try and find some way to like add an extra plate on that will move it. I don't know. I've tried my best, but I think I'm going to have to live with that like that for now. But now it's going to be on to removing that one and seeing how I'm going to do this other one.
Moments later.
Okay, so quick update. I still need to get rid of this, but I've taken this off to see. Don't know if I'm going to take just the plate off, or if I'm going to drill holes in the back of here. I don't know yet. We'll figure that one out. But basically, I'm going to get rid of that. But what I've done is I've made it so, because this was a bit taller than it, but I've made it so it's about in the middle now. Now, when I show you this, you're going to say it's really scuffed, and it's going to break, but I'm 90% sure it won't. Because if I show you, you're going to be like, oh my god, don't do that, you're an idiot. Basically, yeah, that, this used to be there, and to make it equal, I'll put it there. Now, this is tough steel, so fingers crossed, it shouldn't break. But the monitor is lighter than the old TV, so with any luck, it should just be fine. But it saves me having to like take that out and drill it down a bit, and you know, it will probably mess up the wall, so. And we don't know if it would stick again, because getting that in when we did that was a pain. So, but this kind of centers it a bit now, so it ain't taller than my main monitor. It's a kind of a bit in the center now, as you can see. Oh, and that also, with it being the same resolution as my main monitor, I can, boom, and it's like, when I put the video there, it'll obviously display it fully, but on here display it fully as well, so that's good. Now I think this one's going to be harder than the other one, so let's first get this off. Try to see, I'm gonna have to put the camera down to be able to get it out. These TVs have served me well. That's the one thing about HDMI cables, they have the little screw things you have to do. Yes, I know. Hey, shut up. Oh my god. Is somehow still fucking... There we go. Is there anything else? No, but this is ridiculously hot. And only thing with this is we will have to run one of the new cables, because this cable for power is actually connected to the TV itself, so I will have to run, unlike this one where I could just use the power cable from the TV, I'm going to have to route the cable for this one. But yeah, let me unplug the cable and then it'll be removing that plate to see where exactly and how we're going to mount this. And that is what is behind my board. So the whole plan is to see, I've drilled holes through the back of there. What the whole idea is to hopefully put it so it's something like that, but like further over there. This one's gonna be quite the fun one. So I best get to trying this out.
More moments later.
Right, well boys, I've got it to work, and it's just about bit every single one, as in like the screws have gone into the holes, and there is the back of the plates of when the monitor stands. So it does work. It saved me buying like another wall mount, and then using the plate off that. So I now have some money to my name that I can now do what I want with. So we'll figure that one out. Probably get all those adapters. But just gonna fix my blinds, and then it'll be putting the Lego board on. And then it'll be plugging everything in and seeing how that one works. But what I'm gonna do for that one is I'm probably gonna have it so the cables come up where I am currently, come up from behind the bed and go like up through one of the holes into the ports of the thing. So it means that with the Lego board I'm going to have to cut out like a slit for where the cables can go in, but I still need to cover everything else. But we'll see how much needs to be covered, and I'll start cutting pieces out, and then I'll start sellotaping it to the frame, and then I think we will be done. But this part was really cramped and I had to get my mum to help me, so yeah, but we got it done and it holds, so that's good. I've got my main monitor out because I need to mess with the cables, but because I also have received a box. So let's open said box. I got two really long figure of 8 power cables for my console, so now they're in like a stretched wire. So I gotta unplug both the Xbox and the PlayStation, reroute the power cables. So yeah, I'm gonna be back underneath my desk again.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Well, that's now all done. I just need to put the main monitor back, but those cables, yeah, they're a bit long. But I did buy them extra long just to be on the safe side. But these guys are, yeah. But anyway, let's realign my speakers, and it'll be time to put my main monitor on, and then hopefully, after cutting the Lego thing for that, it'll be all done. Right, so I've got the main monitor back, and obviously the other two are still working, but I've come to a realization that I probably should have done more research on this, but it's fine, just a bit of a curveball, but I can sort it. With these being monitors, they don't have speakers, which is fine, because like this doesn't have speakers, so I had to plug external speakers in, fine. These only have VGA and DVI ports. Now, DVI and VGA cables don't carry a sound signal. So, normally, or what I used to have is I used to have my Wii and sometimes my Xbox One go into what used to be a TV here. and then I had my PlayStation 2 go up to the TV that used to be here, and with them being TVs, they had their internal sound systems, so that was taken care of. This is quite a curveball, but what my going forward plan is it will just mean I'll be using more electricity, but what I could do is I can get, because I would want to do this anyway, is get editor Robin here to shorten down my explanation of this, because the rest of that clip was 3 minutes of me explaining how this affects. So basically, what I'm trying to say is the monitors don't produce a sound, and although they have for some reason a audio out like port where you could plug in speakers, both VGA and DVI don't carry a sound signal, so I don't know why they have them. Either way, basically, so if I want to get audio to play with my Wii and my PlayStation 2, what I'm going to have to do is get both the Wii and the PlayStation 2 to get adapters to that go to HDMI, and then HDMI to my capture card, plug it into my PC, display it onto one of the monitors, and then I can either put the sound to my headphones, or if I'm on my Wii, put it to my speakers, stand back, and obviously play the Wii. But for recording purposes, I could also, with the HDMI capture card, I could also record the gameplay if I wanted to. But if I just wanted to play it for fun, then I would have to use my PC either way just to play the game. Which again, it takes more, but it's whatever, it works. And yeah, but I rarely use my PlayStation 2 and my Wii, but I know that I will use them, so that's why obviously I keep them here. So it's just, if I want to play them, I gotta use my PC. That's basically it. So let's continue with the rest of the video. Basically just a bunch of crap, alright? So it just take it with a bit of, like, I don't know, just let me figure it all out, okay? I'll figure it all out. But yeah, that is the 3 monitor setup complete, really. So, if I was ever to get a better main monitor, that's probably it. But for the 2 side monitors, I'm fine with them. Probably keep them for life, you know? Got them really, really good deals. So I doubt anyone from my college is watching this, but if they are, and like I doubt any of the staff is, but again, if they are, thanks. But anyway, I think the next thing to do is I want to get a few new like webcams maybe, because the auto-focusing one for my keyboard is a bit naff, so probably just gonna get like a normal one, and then might get one that like reaches out to go to where my desk is here. I don't know, maybe, or just get like one that I can just move around freely, because I always like to have one above my main monitor looking at me, obviously, and then have a keyboard one, but then maybe get one that's like I can just move around freely, or I might reuse the one that I'm currently using for my main monitor for that. I'll figure it out. Again, I'll figure it out. But yeah, I think that is about it. One thing I should say is I know I didn't make a video last week. I had 2 weeks off of holidays, so I uploaded Top Santos for the first week we had off. We already pre-recorded that. But for the second week, I tried to get a video out. I had an idea and some stuff, but there were some problems in the way, and it just couldn't get done. And then by the time that had all happened, it was the end of the week, and I was like, well, shit. But some other stuff happened in that week. Alright, and thank you guys for watching the video. Please remember to subscribe, notifications on. Like the video if you enjoyed it, couldn't get anything to say, and share this video with a friend, family member, I really had in mind. Maybe even like a college friend or something, I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys for watching, and I shall see you in the next one. So, goodbye guys, bye.